Seaweeds, while a staple in many Asian cuisines, are not as commonly used in Western cuisines for several reasons. These reasons span cultural, historical, and practical aspects, which have influenced the dietary habits and culinary preferences in the West. One of the primary reasons for the limited use of seaweed in Western cuisines is historical context. In many Western cultures, seaweed has not been traditionally considered a food source. Unlike in Asian countries such as Japan, Korea, and China, where seaweed has been harvested and consumed for centuries, European and North American culinary traditions developed without a significant emphasis on seaweed. Historical diets in these regions focused more on land-based agriculture and livestock, which influenced the development of their cuisines. The maritime cultures of the West, such as those in coastal areas of Scandinavia, Ireland, and parts of the British Isles, did incorporate some seaweed varieties like dulse and laver. However, these practices did not spread widely across the broader Western culinary landscape. The availability of seaweed is another factor. While seaweed grows along many coastlines, the types of seaweed that are abundant and easy to harvest vary by region. In many parts of Europe and North America, the types of seaweed that are readily available were historically not as easy to harvest or process as those found in the shallow, warm waters of the Pacific. This difference in accessibility has influenced the degree to which seaweed was incorporated into local diets. Western cuisines have historically relied heavily on agricultural produce and livestock, which have been the mainstay of their economies and food systems. The development of extensive agricultural systems in Europe and North America provided a wide variety of food sources that were more easily cultivated on land, reducing the need to explore marine sources like seaweed for nutrition. Additionally, the economic structures in the West have traditionally focused on crops and livestock that are more profitable and easier to transport and store than seaweed. Culinary traditions in the West have not evolved to include seaweed as a regular ingredient. Traditional Western cooking methods and recipes have centered around the ingredients that were most accessible and familiar, such as grains, vegetables, and meats. Without a strong tradition of seaweed consumption, there has been little impetus to incorporate it in mainstream Western cuisine. However, this is slowly changing with the globalization of food culture and the increasing influence of Asian cuisines in the West. Sushi, for example, has popularized the use of nori, which is a type of seaweed, in many Western countries. In recent years, there has been growing awareness of the nutritional benefits of seaweed, which is rich in vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. This awareness is gradually increasing its popularity in Western health food circles. Seaweed is recognized for its high iodine content, which supports thyroid function, as well as its fiber, protein, and low-calorie content. These health benefits are attracting more attention, leading to a slow but steady incorporation of seaweed into Western diets, particularly in the form of supplements, snacks, and as an ingredient in salads and soups. The practical aspects of harvesting, processing, and cooking with seaweed also play a role. Seaweed can be difficult to harvest and requires specific conditions to dry and process correctly. In addition, the culinary techniques needed to prepare seaweed in a way that is appealing can be complex and unfamiliar to many Western cooks. This lack of familiarity and the perceived difficulty of preparation have limited its use in home cooking and even in restaurants. The availability of seaweed products in Western markets has historically been limited, which in turn affects consumer demand. Without a readily available supply of fresh or processed seaweed, it is difficult for it to become a staple in the diet. However, as demand grows and supply chains improve, more seaweed products are becoming available in Western supermarkets and specialty stores. There is also an environmental aspect to consider. Seaweed farming and wild harvesting need to be managed sustainably to avoid overharvesting and damage to marine ecosystems. Western countries are increasingly aware of the need for sustainable food sources, and seaweed, being a highly sustainable crop with a low environmental footprint, is gaining attention as a potential future food source. In summary, the limited use of seaweed in Western cuisines can be attributed to historical dietary patterns, cultural perceptions, geographical and environmental factors, and practical challenges in harvesting and cooking. However, with increasing awareness of its health benefits, greater market availability, and the influence of global culinary trends, seaweed is slowly making its way into Western diets. The future may see a greater acceptance and integration of seaweed into Western culinary traditions as the benefits and versatility of this nutrient-rich marine vegetable become more widely recognized. The integration of seaweed into Western cuisines could bring numerous benefits, both nutritional and environmental. Seaweed is packed with essential nutrients including iodine, calcium, magnesium, iron, and vitamins A, C, E, and K. It is also rich in dietary fiber and antioxidants, which can help protect cells from damage. Incorporating seaweed into diets could help address some nutritional deficiencies common in Western populations, such as iodine deficiency, which affects thyroid function. Moreover, seaweed is a low-calorie food, making it an excellent addition to weight management diets. Seaweed's environmental benefits are also significant. It grows quickly and does not require fertilizers, pesticides, or fresh water, making it a sustainable crop. Seaweed farming can help mitigate climate change by absorbing large amounts of carbon dioxide and providing habitats for marine life. As Western countries strive to develop more sustainable agricultural practices, seaweed could play a crucial role in reducing the environmental impact of food production. In conclusion, While seaweed is not commonly used in Western cuisines due to historical, cultural, and practical reasons, its numerous health and environmental benefits are gradually leading to its increased popularity. As global food cultures continue to merge and the awareness of seaweed's advantages grows, it is likely that seaweed will become a more common ingredient in Western diets. Embracing seaweed can contribute to healthier diets and more sustainable food systems, benefiting both individuals and the planet.